We have teleported to somewhere in Texas, not sure where. We've been driving for the past like 47 million hours, and that's because I got a phone call last night. Anticipated phone call.
Was it your dad?
My dad? No, it wasn't my dad. Close. The owner of Third Coast Suspension. Feels like 17 years ago. Quite a few months ago, I dropped off one of my favorite trucks to ever walk the earth. What was its name? Rhymes with Schmegan. I dropped this truck off. I actually filmed a funny video saying that it was sold. In the meantime, it's been getting a whole bunch of work done to it, and it's finally finished, and we're on our way right now. We're about 10 minutes away from the shop, so I decided to film, let you guys know what's going on before I lose all my composure, because this is the most exciting moment of my entire freaking life. We've revealed so many trucks in the past like 6 months, and all of it has just been because I was bored. If my driveway was a dinner plate, you guys have been getting the mashed potatoes and like the broccoli, and this is the steak. I'm excited. You're excited. Did you see it?
Dude, it's fucking...
You saw it?
I saw it.
No way.
Dude, it's stupid.
Oh my. Holy mother of God. That's all the way down? It's gonna barely fit out the doors. That's bigger than all the way up before. There's like a mound of dust on this fucking thing right now. This is you. The guy she told you not to worry about. That's me.
How much do these weigh?
400 pounds. Each.
400 pounds.
Each. This is why we have a Kevin. Tank and a forklift had a baby. Kevin would come out. It was a good idea in my head to just make it obnoxiously wide, but that's kind of, the whole thing's dumb. What am I? So that is like an inch above all the way down. They're about to put it up. No. The 17 batteries are dead. It's alive! That's all the way down.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Dude, this bitch is ginormous. Yeah, that's
obnoxious. That was totally worth a year of not driving my favorite truck. So Kevin's an overachiever. They put it all the way up, and he's not impressed. Says that it could still go up higher. I thought it was fine. He's like, what the fuck? It needs to go up another 12 inches.
You're pretty up there.
Hey, my picnic table.
Oh my God, this is a fucking spaceship, bro. But it still needs a lot more. Dude, holy shit, there's so much stuff under this thing.
Every detailer at the show is gonna hate you.
I have a transformer.
Oh my fucking God.
This is so stupid.
This thing's fucking huge.
Holy f***.
That thing is fucking huge. Dude, this thing looks like a giant going down the road.
Howdy. Y'all actually have less than 4 weeks to get Eric to win this truck. This is Jackal, my 2019 Ram 2500. It's a 6.7 Cummins. Got a straight pipe. It's loud as hell. Tons of power. Guaranteed to pull any trailer you hook behind this thing. 6-inch striker lift, powder coated black with gold flake and polished overlays. 26x16 kg1 wheels, wrapped in 35 1550 Fury tires. It's the Midnight Edition, so it's all color match from the factory. It's got Alpha X headlights, Laramie leather interior, fully loaded. It's got the big 5th gen screen, heated and cool seats, and so much more. And all I have to do to get entered is click the link above or in the description below today. And for a limited time, we're doing 5 times entries, so take advantage of the sale and get entered today. And then on October 15th, we might be giving you a call telling you to come pick up your new truck. But like I said, time is running out fast, so get entered today. Me and the crew are heading over to Smoky Mountain Truck Fest, so sit back and enjoy the show. day 2 at Smoking on Trucks, that's technically. We didn't do much filming yesterday because it was so hectic. We had to get everything washed and everything. Show's ginormous. Outside is even bigger. So many trucks, so many cars on big wheels. There's fucking coolers with rock lights and a whole bunch of shit. So JTX decided to be the title sponsor for this show, so they obviously have the nastiest booth, and they have the nastiest 4th Gen dually. Got some new center caps. They spin GFP and JTX collab. So my biggest truck didn't make it inside, but Abby's biggest truck made it inside. Ah, there they are.
Damn.
I tried to flame her and it didn't work, I'm sorry. This thing was disgusting when we pulled in yesterday. It took 37 hours to detail, but you can actually see that the axles are teal now and the wheels look really nice. Whole truck's really nice. Good job, Abby. And just in case you forgot, she does run it. Megan's outside. And that's because it's actually too big. The doors to come inside the building are too small. So we had 2 options, either park it outside or deflate all 6 tires. That's cool anyway because I got to park next to my grandpa's truck and my new bike that you guys don't know about yet. This is all the way down and I've been explaining that to everybody. So we're gonna take this bar for the shock off. That's the only thing limiting how high I can go.
You worked on your own stuff? Not his hands. He is not actually working on his stuff.
No, I'm a clone.
Aaron.
Jump on the tire.
Good morning. It is load up day. We're loading everything up on the trailers. And by everything, I literally just mean this truck because we're driving everything else for some reason. So I pulled Megan into the driveway yesterday and it was on 0 miles till E. Went to start it up this morning. Motherfucker don't start. So we got this going on.
It's easier than the Mustang.
Facts. That Mustang. Remember how I always said it's horrible to make a diesel run out of fuel?
Yeah.
Yep. Hell
There you go.
We're driving.
On the
Megan
road.
on the road. Oh my gravy. It doesn't have shocks hooked up right now because we have to take them off. Huge.
Yeah.
I forgot how big it is. It doesn't even feel like you're driving a truck. Literally, the 4th Gen looks stock back there.
You got jams?
Flux capacitor. There we go. And the nitrous bottle. That's dumb. Okay. Just casually braking the town.
It's a really big tractor.
It really doesn't ride that bad at all. When we fine tune this thing, it's gonna roll out like a stock truck. That's obnoxious. Dude, we've been waiting 11 months for this, man. Like, this is insane. This is
Hey.
probably the coolest thing I've ever bought.
Hey, I think they want to hear about Megan, not the bike.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
They want to hear about this more than this?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought this was pretty cool, but I guess we could talk about that first. This has been a long time in the making. Maybe you started following when I got the 5th Gen, or maybe the 4th Gen, or maybe the GMC, or maybe Abby's Duramac, or maybe Silver Bullet. I haven't seen this truck in over a year. This is Megan. This is Megan the motherfucking Stallion. Before we dropped it off, it was the baddest dually in the world. And now it is the biggest dually in the world. It's the biggest street truck in the world, and is quite possibly the gnarliest lifted truck on the planet. Mud trucks included. Nobody has a suspension lift kit thing more complex than this truck. On top of being the biggest truck in the world, this is one of the cleanest. 12,000 original mile King Ranch F450, fully loaded. It's got a sunroof, it's got a freaking TV in there. King Ranch interior is my favorite truck. You walked up to me when I was 16 years old and you said, Gabe, here's $1 million. Go build whatever truck you want. I literally would have built this exact truck, the same exact black and two-tone. I bought this truck about 2 years ago. Good friend down in Texas built the truck. I bought 46s off of this truck for my brown truck called Cardi B. You guys may remember that. That was the big dually back in the day. 46s off of that truck came off of this truck. He made it bigger, sent it to auction. I found the dealership in Miami that bought it from auction. I went down there and I scooped it up. Now, it had a pretty gnarly lift kit on it before. It sat about 20-25 inches. It went up pretty good. I slapped it on these wheels and tires, 30s and 58 for SEMA last year. The truck was like not this tall. Bottom of this fender all the way up sat about right here, right above the tires. I could barely turn the front all the way without it hitting the fender, so I knew we had to go bigger. So I hit up Third Coast Suspension. He was the one that originally built this whole lift kit. He's had it for a year. He has added so much shit. The biggest thing about this whole lift kit is being this tall. Every single other truck in the country is hydraulic steering. It's not really street drivable. You'll see they'll usually have like a big hydraulic line come down right here, and then there'll be a big hydraulic shock. This is the only truck this tall that steers conventionally. Like, there's still a pitman arm. I'm gonna go slow. So the way this truck steers, it has a pitman arm that has a rod that shoots over to another pitman arm that drops down to a swivel, connects to this bar that shoots through the cross member and then goes behind the transfer case. Follow me to the middle of the truck. That bar connects to this. This bar shoots down. This is called a wishbone. It's like a little Y. That is connected to my steering stabilizers that also have this big bar that was not here before that reinforces the whole steering. Wishbone goes down on this side to this big gooseneck looking bar, which it was straight before, but they had to do this gnarly bend so it doesn't hit this bar right here. The gooseneck bar has a hydraulic steering assist, which goes to this little crazy arm that goes underneath the axle. This bar under the axle connects to the steering bar on the front, connected to both, which steer the truck. You turn the steering wheel, these bars go like this, that bar goes like this again. It's really insane and complex for basically no reason besides the fact you can't see how this truck steers from the front. That was the whole idea. It turned into that because that's the only way we could figure out how to do it. It works flawlessly. No matter if this truck is a 20-inch lift or a 50-inch lift or a 100-inch lift, you have to change one bar. That's the idea of it. This is actually the safest option for a street drivable truck. That's why this is one of the only actual street drivable monster trucks. It is on full air ride. These are semi-truck airbags. Before, it was just normally mounted on the axle truss above the axle. Now it has cantilever. So this is a big mezzanine arm that is actually a hub off of a Chevy 1500 6-lug. That's why it's got big lug nuts right there. This arm moves when the truck goes up and down. On top of having cantilever shocks on the side, there's usually a bar right here, but to make it go all the way up, you gotta take the bar off. Got these ginormous 4-link arms that are literally as tall as me, triangulated to the front. It is extra stable now, and it looks freaking sick. It has what's called a Watts link. Normal trucks have these bars on that go sideways. It's called the panhard bar. That basically controls the side-to-side movement of the axle. So that's this bar right here. This truck is too damn big to have a panhard bar. We figured out to use what's called a Watts link. Basically, it's a big link that moves whenever the truck goes up and down. Before, it just had the one in the back. This is a Watts link. This is a Watts link. This is a Watts link. This is the only air ride truck with 20 inches of travel that when you raise it up and down, it stays perfectly straight. Big ass cradle with steering stabilizer shocks in the middle of the cradle. Everybody always asks what those are. Those are literally steering stabilizers. This truck is not 100% done yet. This truck will have a front drive shaft for SEMA. It's not going to be a normal drive shaft. All I'm going to say is it's going to be chain driven. That's sounds insane, but wait to find out. We have bigger bags going in the rear, and we still have to change the bottom axle truss. We only had time to do the top axle truss, so Kevin over at Third Coast and all of his guys over at Third Coast stayed up until like 2 in the morning every single night for like 3 weeks trying to get this truck drivable just for the show. We wanted to just drive it around, maybe break it a few times, see what could be changed, so then we can send it back. It could stay there for like 3 weeks, get 100% finished, and then we can go to SEMA and I can fucking cruise the strip at SEMA. Maybe added a couple more Horn Blaster train horns. We have 6 right now. Possibilities are endless. I forgot how ginormous this thing was. Ryan has never seen it before, and he thought that like the 4th gen was big when he first came over here. And this thing literally makes the 4th gen look like a stock truck. Don't ask in the comments if I'm selling it or giving it away, because I never will. One, because I have 500 grand into this truck. I literally could have bought a Lamborghini Aventador. I'll never be able to build anything like it again. It's awesome. It's freaking sick. Hope you guys like it so far. Lots of content coming for this truck. We're gonna freaking once I get through the cupcake phase of owning the baddest truck in the world, once it settles in, then we'll start beating on it, breaking it regularly like we used to, maybe taking it off-road, mudding, hill climbing, all the above. Or maybe we'll keep this one clean and we'll build another one. Maybe a bigger one. I don't know.